Welcome to another episode of Conversations and Connections. Again, we're the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson, the Prevention Coordinator for the agency. And today we're going to be talking with Anndrea Pickett with Angelina College. And I don't know, are you with Angelina College or are you with the health district? How's that set up?
That's a good question. So I do work for Angelina County and City's Health District.
Okay.
And then we've partnered with Angelina College to open the new public health resource
center. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So what is your, I guess if you were to have a title, what would that be?
The campus coordinator.
And these are things I probably should have asked you before we even started recording, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, Anndrea Pickett, the campus coordinator with the Angelina County and City's Health District. So, recently on the Angelina College campus, they started the Public Health Resource Center. And I guess we'll start things off by let's talk a little bit about exactly what is the Public Health Resource Center, what services are provided at that location?
Well, we are on campus, so we partnered with Angelina College so that we could be a resource center for the students and the faculty and staff. We provide health and well-being services, basic first aid, sick visits, family planning, with birth control options, and then we also have partnered with Burke, and they come one half day a week from 8:30 to noon on Thursday for the well-being services.
Okay. All right. So all these services are available to Angelina College students. Is there a cost involved for the students?
There is no cost for the staff or the students that utilize the services. When they do see Burke, they will do an initial evaluation, and then if they get on their program, that's up to Burke and between the patient and them. For us, anything that's utilized on the campus in the Public Health Resource Center with our clinic or any of our outreach, it's all at no cost.
Okay. All right. And so where are y'all located at on campus?
We are in Hudgens Hall in room 105.
Okay. All right. And I know y'all have only been available just for a few weeks, right?
Well,
has it been this whole this semester?
Yeah, we started October 1st.
Okay.
So kind of after fall semester started, we opened. Originally, it was something that the health district had wanted to do prior to COVID. Of course, COVID shut that down.
Right.
And then we were able to get an initiative from the CDC so that we could ramp up our public health game, if you would say. And so that's how this all came together. So it had already been in the works or in the talks with Angelina College, but then we actually got to get it going in October.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So has it been well received with the students? I'm assuming y'all are getting the word out on campus that these services are provided.
Correct, yes. So for the clinic portion of the Resource Center, since October, we've probably seen around 40 to 45 students in the clinic, give or take. Some come in for questions or this or that, but we also have had plenty of that have come in for sick visits. So, they have the residence hall there. So, those students live on campus, and so that's been a great resource for them. Because from what I understand, there hasn't been a nurse on campus for, several years. So this is something that they can come in if they've got a cut or, a sore muscle or, a sore throat or something like that. They can come in, they can see us and get evaluated. So, yes, it has been.
So a facility like this, I think a lot of us, or maybe it's just me, you would think of a larger university having something like this in place. You go to SFA, you got the clinic there that's been around forever. How common is something like this for a 2-year college?
It's not common at all.
Yeah.
And actually, we are blazing a trail because...
I was going to say, you're breaking new ground with this, right?
There is not another 2-year college in Texas that has a resource center or clinic on their campus. So we're hoping that we will be a good example.
Yeah.
And then that can be something that will be, utilized in those other areas.
Right. So I know you kind of touched on this about how all of this came about. Was I guess a need was seen on campus to have something like this.
Yes, ultimately, there had been some concern because of STIs and some HIVs that were positive. And so we did see the need. We saw the need for education, but we also saw the need for the resources that they would need for prevention. And so that was something that really concerned us at the health district because, like I said, they hadn't had anyone there that they could, I guess, visit with or be evaluated from. And so, this was definitely something that we saw a need.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome. So how did this come about as far as funding, I guess? Is this something that the Angelina College is footing the bill for? Were there grants involved? There's always, sometimes it's very complicated about how something like this gets funded.
Right, correct. Of course, like I said, we've come in partnership with Angelina College, and they've helped with some things, but we got an initiative from the CDC, basically, wanting health districts to get more public health awareness out there. And so thinking of what we needed to do before and putting that together and getting that funding from them, this was the perfect opportunity to partner with the college and get that awareness out.
Right.
And so basically now that we, can do this and got the funding from them, we have the office, we have the clinic, and a lot of the things that we brought from the health district. So we have a full functioning, clinic on campus for the basics.
Sure.
And we can still, once we evaluate someone, say they don't have insurance, we can maybe get them a medical home with, those types of resources at the health district if they decide they want to do that. So say someone comes in and they do have commercial insurance.
Okay.
We can evaluate them, but then we can also send them back to their primary care doctor to be evaluated.
Okay.
Just, because we don't want to take anyone away from whoever they already see.
Sure.
And so, that's been important to us as well.
But I guess it's a good resource for anyone who needs services they don't know who to turn to or where to go. And let's say it's not necessarily a physical ailment that they have. You were talking about pregnancies and STDs and things like that. And some people just may not know where to go. And I think it's really awesome that even for a 2-year campus like Angelina College, there is a place now for students to seek services like that.
Correct. And another thing that's been really great is we've come along with our community partners. So Family Crisis Center, ADAC, the Pregnancy Help Center, the Coalition. We're also partnering with all of you guys so that we can help get that awareness out as well.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So right now the hours, you're not there 8 to 5, right? What hours are you available?
Well,
to
before
the
the end of semester, we were there every day, from 8 to 4.
Oh, okay.
Now, our mid-levels that come to do evaluations, we have certain hours for them, but the way it's working out right now is if somebody's in need and, we'll evaluate it ourselves, also have a work study that comes in too.
Yeah.
And so we'll check it out and see if someone needs to come and check them out. And if they do, we'll call over to the health district and one of our providers will come over and do the evaluation and make the recommendations and diagnosis and prescribe medication if needed and that kind of thing, which is good. Walmart's right there beside the college campus if they need to go there. And we figure out all kinds of ways to help them with medications and those things as well. So, yeah.
Okay. I know you've only been there since October. Do you see in the future any expansion of services or anything, or are you at the sweet spot right now, do you think, with what you need to do?
I think right now we're just going to keep building on what we have. And then if there is a need that comes up, I'm sure with the health district, we always try to find a way to, work on growing. So with that being said, I think that right now we're just going to continue to perfect what we have. And then if we do need any expanding, maybe that'll work out.
What about, I don't want to call it the elephant in the room, but something that's everybody's doing right now is the COVID testing and vaccines. Is that available through y'all, or would they have to go to the health district themselves?
So the health district would do vaccinations and testing if we had the testing available. But we did do some vaccine clinics at the college, and I would see us being able to do that again once the fall started. Also, we will partner with one of the local urgent docs, and they would do flu shots as well on campus. So, we try to make it available and streamlined for the students. I mean, my thought is, they've got a great place to come on campus. If they're, at school, they don't want to leave, they need to be evaluated.
Sure.
Or just making it easy for them not to have to wonder where to go or who to find and that kind of thing.
Excellent.
So.
Okay. Is there anything that we need to talk about that we haven't touched on that you want to make sure that our audience knows about or is aware of?
Well, I mean, I think we did touch on everything, but I'm just so excited about this new program. I feel very privileged to get to be on the campus. It's been a very positive time in my life, and I just want everyone to know that it's a judgment-free zone. It's a good place to come, and if you have any questions or you're not certain about something, please come visit us.
Excellent. Okay, and so the clinic is at Hudgens Hall.
Room 105.
Room 105, and walk-ins, you can just walk right in.
Absolutely.
And receive services. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you, Anndrea. I appreciate it so much. Anndrea Pickett, the campus coordinator there for the Angelina County and Cities Health District. Again, and we're talking about the Public Health Resource Center that is now available at Angelina College. So if you have any questions, you can email us at conversationsandconnections@fccet.com. And also like to remind everybody, if you feel like you need our services, we do have a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week hotline for the Family Crisis Center, and that number is 1-800-828-7233. Also, be sure to subscribe to Conversations and Connections. You can do that via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or the podcast service of your choice. And remember, as always, be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.